Alright, welcome. Another Dislyte video coming out now. This is going to be Farrah Story Quest Act 3 Part 2. Now, if this one is not too long and is within 20 minutes, from here I'll go and do the summon. But I just want to see how this one ends, because the last ending, I really couldn't accept that last ending. So I'm just going to skip ahead here. I'm just going to go to the part where you make the choice, either overthinking or suspect something is up. So I'll make the choice of overthinking, and then we'll continue on the part of the storyline. If you want to see all this, is in my previous video that I posted, so yeah, be sure to check that out. Subscribe, like I said, like the video, and you can comment on the video. But anyway, let's just get into this particular video and get to the point where I need to be. Alright, so this is the one that I'm going to select. This is the one I'm going to select, the storyline I'm going to select now. So this is the new choice. So I want to see if it has a different ending, because I really can't accept the last ending. Okay, Pammy, are you turning into Farrah and doubting that anything good can ever happen to anyone? Daph isn't faking how she feels about Farrah. She's not faking her pain. Maybe you're right. I might be overthinking it. Either way, we've done what Farrah asked us to do. Everything else will be up to Daphne. Daphne's crying subsides and she forces a smile for the two people she still has sitting standing in front of her. I'm sorry, I let my feelings get the better of me for a moment there. Completely understandable. In the end, this is good news. You're going to see your daughter again. He's right. Farrah told us that she's been thinking a lot about the birthday cake you used to make for her. She hasn't had the chance to eat one in a very long time. That's wonderful. I'm much better at baking than I was back then. I can make all sorts of cakes now. Farrah didn't happen to tell you what kind of cake she might eat. I'm afraid she didn't, but Pammy here would be the person to ask about what kind of cakes young women prefer. Perhaps she can give you some suggestions. That could work. Can I show you some pictures, Pammy? You can tell me which cake I should do. Knowing little or nothing about the culinary arts, Trevor decides to leave that particular battlefield to Pammy and instead go off to explore the area. The house stands in a particularly desolated part of Bremer's. There are only a few other houses nearby. Who are you? You don't live around here, do you? I'm from the Expert Union. My colleague and I are here conducting interviews. We run a number of aid projects, and Miss Daphne is on our list of recipients for one of them. We came to check in with her and see how she's doing. Daphne? She's had a rough time of it, that one. Husband and daughter aren't around anymore. Being on her own this long hasn't been easy for her. Are you too close? We've been neighbors for over 10 years. She came to Bremer's after the flood. Been here ever since. Her family lost everything in that flood. Came here penniless. That little place she has now, someone told me she only managed to put down the deposit using money she got from some charity organization. Even with all the support that was provided, she still ended up in such a difficult situation. You really have no idea what it was like back then, really. It wasn't like a normal natural disaster. What the cube miracle did was so much worse than that. All the support that was provided, it was barely a drop in the bucket compared to what was needed. The marshals did their best to create job opportunities while the town was being relocated, but Daphne has a heart condition. She isn't up to doing physical labor. No wonder she wasn't working. Getting through those first few years was incredibly difficult for her. Thank you for explaining this to me. I really had no idea. Don't worry about it. She and I have been neighbors for a long time, and I help her however I can. Trevor! Pammy's voice can be heard off in the distance. The two dropped their conversation. Trevor thanks Daphne's neighbor and sets off towards Paris Rose. I talked it all through with Daphne, but she still can't decide between two particular kids. I said we should go ask Farrah to decide. Were you talking to my neighbor just now, Detective Trevor? You two know each other? Not really. We just bumped into each other and started chatting. I hadn't realized how difficult things had been for the surviving. How it was after the flood. That's all in the past now. Best not to think about it. I really do appreciate everything that both of you have done for me. I'll bake the cake tomorrow and bring it down to the Espa Union office. You'll come to the office? It's been a long time since Farah and I have seen each other. I think if she has her friends nearby, it might be a bit easier for her. That's not a bad idea. Farah does struggle with social situations. That settles it then. I'll see you both tomorrow. Great, see you tomorrow. The next morning, Daphne arrives at the Espa Union office at the agreed time. Farah, your mother is here. Parmi has gone to let her in. Here? She came so fast. I'm not really ready. God damn. You're still not ready? I thought you got up at 6 o'clock this morning. I still haven't worked out how to say hello to You've been up for. You've been up since 6. And you haven't worked out how to say hello to her. Really? You've been worrying about that all morning. It's just I have no idea how a normal family greets one another in the morning. Amina doesn't know either. Well, good luck. I looked on the internet and plenty of people have written about spending time with their family. But they weren't really clear about how people say hello to each other. It's weird. Do they not find it confusing? Farah gives Trevor a pleading look and he awkwardly rubs the back of his head suddenly. A little lost for words. My parents were killed in an accident. It's been a long time since I had to greet either one of them. Damn, you had to send him to the gulag. Farah looked over at her son at, oh hell no. I don't know either. I'm sorry, I didn't know your parents had passed away. Oh no, they are very much alive. They are kicking and they are very much alive. They're still breathing and kicking. It's just that I've never really thought about how someone would formally greet their own parent. I just say hello to them. Every time I go back to visit, I just say, Mom, Dad, I'm home. That's how a normal family talks to each other. Damn. I think when you see her, you probably know what to say. Farah, we're here. Oh, hell nah. Family leads down into the room. Farah frowns slightly, trying to hide Amina's head from her mother's line of sight. Nigga, don't. Just don't. Daphne takes a deep breath and looks up, giving her daughter a long, serious look. Farah? Yes, it's me, Farah. It's sweet to you. As Daphne begins to cry, Farah looks helplessly at Palmy, hoping perhaps that she can help her in some way. Nigga, no, I ain't got no tips, tricks, or tutorials for you now. No one in the room has any idea what to do. She says, Mom, I'm home. So cute. I wish I could have found you sooner. I let you suffer through so much. Daphne wraps Farah in a tight hold. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. Daphne wraps Farah in a tight hold, a hug that seems very much to include Amina, and squeezes them tight. Mom, I missed you so much. Farah tugs lightly at her mother's blouse. The others quietly slip out of the room, leaving mother and daughter to reacquaint themselves.
Get
Wait,
your
wait, wait,
fears, forget the past. Pick things up.
A long time passes before the two of them begin to feel calm. I like this song. This song means something good is happening. Oh God, finally. It's been years since I heard this song from Dislyte. I mean, not years, but a long time. Farrah, you're so grown up. You've changed so much since when you were little. A transformation will always change the way a person looks, change their body. I don't know how you've managed to get by all these years. It's okay, I've had Amina. The only reason I'm still here is because I've had Amina to help me. Who's Amina? I mean, the head rising above me. They didn't tell you? You've met her. The first time Detective Trevor came to see you, the person who came with him wasn't me. That was Amina. When I sleep, Amina wakes up. She's much stronger than I am. Every time I run into trouble, it's her who faces the situation and gets us out of danger. Daphne looks at the other head on Farah's shoulder and finally begins to understand what she means by we and us. I'm sorry, Farrah. I wish I had looked after you better. We can fix this, Farrah. We can find a way to fix this. Fix what? Meaning the head on her shoulder. Everybody says the ESPA union can treat all kinds of ESPA-related medical problems. I'm sure they can treat you. Oh no. You don't get it, Mom. Amina is my friend. She's been the only one looking after me all these years. I'm not sick. I don't have a split personality or anything like that. She's a second expert that lives in my body. A friend who lives inside me. We're like horse and rider. Let's not talk about this. It's your birthday and we should be celebrating. I made you a really big cake. I wanted to make sure it was big enough for all your colleagues to have some too. Daphne doesn't mention Amina again, instead quietly wiping away a tear walking outside for a moment. Trevor, Pammy, Asana Liguan, and Nora all gather around. Nora! I miss Nora. I wish they'll see. They should show Nora. They stand around the table together. Nora's quest was so good. I have to say, I'm sorry. Nora's quest was really, really good. Like, it was so good. Like, that's one. Aside Leora and Elaine's quest, I really enjoyed Nora's quest. They stand around the table together and begin to sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, Farrah. I like Liguan too. Happy birthday. Oh, Nora. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Happy birthday. I don't know what I would have done if it wasn't for you and Amina. Best wishes in everything you do. Wish for something. Don't tell us what you wish for. It won't work if you tell us. Thank you, all of you. Farrah closes her eyes and silently makes her wish. I wish that Mom and Amina will be good friends. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. As the smell of fresh cake fills everyone's nostrils, Farrah feels something like sweetness begin to creep into her feelings. For perhaps the first time in her life, the party continues long into the evening, by which point everyone is so tired they head off to their respective bedrooms. Farrah lies on her bed, her mind wandering in a pleasantly sweet dreamland. Farrah, you're still awake? Daphne. Farrah, I had a nightmare. Don't worry, it's just a bad dream. Mom's here, it's alright. Mom, who were you talking to? Did Dad come back? It wasn't your father. In the dimness, Farrah sees a figure in the distance. Strangely familiar, she feels sure she must have seen them before. Ugh, my head hurts. This must be a nightmare. Awakening from the dream, Farrah finds her back is soaked in sweat. She gets out of bed and sits at her desk. On a blank sheet of paper, she begins to write a letter to Amina. Amina, I think I might have finally been lucky for the first time in my life.
forget the past. Pick things up when we
Honestly,
get back.
I kind of prefer the other storyline because
Let's get lost
in this new one, it's like she's living a lie. Like her mother did something evil to her and she doesn't know about it yet.
cause
And I feel like she had the right to know. While this is a very sad
home is
line,
wherever my heart
I mean, I kind
needs
of
to
will
be.
accept the other one instead of this one because the mother now can still make amends and try to talk to her. You know, you get. But it is what it
Not
is.
knowing what I'm
Anyway,
searching
that's
for.
the return and dreaming quest for Farrah done. 5 days into closing. I'm going to clear out the shop, but that's going to be offline. So, we have time. We're going to go into wishing. I'm going to wish and do my divinate wishes. I'm going to try to run through, get a 5-star, and then go and get a divinate wish.